So, welcome back to some more Seer's Gambit. Thanks for being here. Thanks for checking out the video. Today we are visiting the king, and we're going to go north and recruit a brand new hero, the Grave Jester. We just saw the CandleMage told us to talk to the king. So we're going to do that, and we're going to see if we can turn in another winner. Smash the like button and become a subscriber if you are new here. Now, thank you so much. Now, let's rock and roll. Dragon's Flask. Let's see who we begin with. Hey, how about this? We get a good knight to begin with. Let's speak to the king at his castle to fulfill our destiny. We certainly will. But the good knight. So, Faith and Adventurer, 315 HP. I think I really do want to mess around with him. Hopefully we can get an epic variety of them. But the good knight, what an interesting start. So this guy, of course, has two stances, the day and the night stance. I've definitely got to play around with them a little bit more to understand maybe the best way to build them, but a super interesting character to begin with here. Wait, what are we doing now? Actually, let's check out what upgrade is here. Conjure Mirror to Madness. Attack power by 10%. Yeah, when it's just free, you might as well. All right, so we got the CandleMage Keep all lit up, right? So we talked to the king. These boulders should clear. And it should give us access to this zone right here where we can go get the Grave Jester. That's what I'm thinking. But we're going to find out. That's why you play the game, right? Increase armor by 10%. Sell value of items increased by 1. Ability power by 10%. Don't mind if I do. And my plans with Seer's Gambit here, friends, is to just absolutely destroy the game. You know, show it the proper respects it deserves. And to destroy it, just, I would say go 100% on it. Absolutely. And how about this? We got another epic cow. You gotta be kidding me. Give me something else, man. Another epic cow. I mean, do we do it? Do we do it? Been watching a Bobo for just under 3 weeks, and my life has changed. This content brings me a lot of joy. Well, I am thrilled to hear that. I really honestly am. Like, I'm glad I can impact somebody out there in a very positive way. That is wonderful, wonderful to hear. Thank you so much for saying that. The Grave Clan said he stood no chance. Absolutely, he didn't. He got melted. Every time I see a video post, I got to sit and watch instantly. Well, that is the kind of support that I absolutely love. Thank you so much. When will the VOD be released? For Seer's Gambit here, we'll have it out. I usually get it out next day. Grave Jester is a fun hero. Yeah, I'm looking forward to messing around with the Grave Jester. In fact, let me, I'm always doing stuff with this hand, but you can't see it because the camera's all goofy. All right, there we go. Last victory, he was a key player. See ya, AK, look forward to catching up. All right, so Dodds Factor, got to head out to a birthday party. Not a problem at all, Dodds. I think we got that resounding victory because of the Dodds Factor, right? The Dodds Factor was a factor indeed. Good Knight is a good tank and definitely a fun character. All right, so the Grave Clan, he seems to be like my go-to guy. He seems to know some things. More cow. So the people want more cow, huh? I mean, if we can put an assembly of cows together, you got to take what the game gives you. Maybe I can build him as an armor repair specialist this time. Although I think his poison damage was crazy. LNXY says, more cowbell. Yeah, that's the prescription. All right, good night. Okay, you're on auto. You're on auto. We got an undead shaker. So soon. All right. Well, let's see how the cow does. We're going to crank down the speed a little bit. 1-on-1. Let's go, cow. All right, ring the bell. That's right. Tips over. Nice. Throw the bottle. Ring the bell. Okay, he's going westward with the bottle. Ringing the bell. It takes out a little summon. The cow's just funny to me, man. Just so funny. All right, so the good knight. What do we have? We have experience. Got to give it to the cow. It's an epic hero. Let's go. What do you say, game? You're going to give me a whole bunch of nothing, huh? All right, well, I think if we're going to make best use of the cow, we should probably try for the 2 bottles ability. Elementalist, Merchant, Thief. That's AoE. You're a noble. Maxim. Let's go with Maxim. Put him in the back. Point me at him, he says. Point and shoot. What is the tool next to our name? Thought it was a hammer. You are wrenched up. Means you're a mod. It means you can boot people out of the chat if you really want to, but I would most prefer that they actually do something first, right? But yeah, you are modded on the channel. You have reached legend status. Yeah, Grave Clan. I mean, you saw the cow do some good stuff for us here. I just always seem to get them, right? Like I always seem to get them, so I'm kind of forced into using them. But I don't know if you can keep the enemies off of him. He actually does pretty good things. Good Knight's got to hang in there. We definitely need somebody to store some HP. Trying to get an idea of how effective the cow is at restoring armor. All right, level up. Cow the cow. So ability power, I mean, I think we do the same thing. We probably go with this. Yeah, I mean, it's the way you got to build them. All defender gains plus 40% armor. I mean, I guess I don't know what the rest of the team comp will be like, but 12 through 13 attack damage and then deal damage to yourself. I mean, it's not a great item to have this early on before we have a healer. I guess let's throw it on Maxim. Maxim epic or rare would help the cow, yeah. That's what I always find like that's what I always enjoy about starting a fresh run of Seer's Gambit. It's like, all right, game, what are you going to get me? You know? Like, what is our first epic hero, essentially? Because that's generally who I build around, because that's the hero that should get to level 7 first and all that good stuff, you know? Attack damage or ultimate power, I mean, this was a huge difference maker in the final fight. The on-kill target all enemies deal 20% of attack power as damage. I think a smart person buys this right now. And we'll put it on the person that has the strongest attack. Let's get some cash from the alchemist. Stouty says single target over AoE. I think in certain battles, yes, absolutely. I think if you're just going through the game, yes. But once you get to that final boss, if you don't have AoE, what your heroes will do is they will just attack him and let his minions heal him all the way up. It's happened so many times to me before. So that's why you need that item that we got. Really does wonderful things. And the cow levels up in face. Ultimate power, I mean, do we like it? 18 seconds. Just unreliable. Let's go with this. Improves ability power and attack damage. Looks like the people want more cows. The Grave Clan rarely gets them. Usually gets Ice Merelda and Blossom. Yeah, I always get Blossom and Ice Merelda too, to be honest. I wonder if there's like a rarity factor. Like, obviously there is, right? Epic, rare, common. But I wonder if there's a rarity factor within those tiers, if you know what I mean. Maybe. How about this? We got a Shining Sword. We'll give it to the Good Knight. Looks like he has a Shining Sword with him right now, and, you know, he levels up in face. So 27 ability power. So what are we going to do with our friend, the Good Knight? So from dusk to dawn. On ability, the Good Knight toggles between day and night stance. When changing to day stance, gains heal over time and thorns. When changing to night stance, gain empower, which doubles attack. And then furthermore, let's see. Changing stance, good night, throws a knife. On ultimate, during night stance, add additional damage. 33% chance to gain 1 attack power permanently per enemy hit. Gain 1 ability power permanently. And this is going to gain 1 ultimate power permanently. So we have to focus. What do we want to do with him? Twilight powers, health during day, power during night. On ultimate, if in day stance, cast heal over time. If in night stance, deal 76 to all enemies and blind them. So that's going to hit all enemies. I think ultimate power might be the best way to go with him. On ultimate, during night stance, add additional damage based on attack. Although this is pretty crazy too. So think about this. On ultimate, when you're in night stance, you're adding a bunch of damage that's based on your attack strength to your ultimate power against all enemies, okay? Then you have a 33% chance to gain 1 attack power permanently per enemy hit when you use your ultimate. So it snowballs your base attack, and then it applies that to your ultimate power, which is pretty crazy. I think we maybe should go ultimate power with them. That's probably what I want to do. Good Knight's ability now always change to day stance. We'd obviously want to go to the night, right? I think that's what I want to do. I want to combo these two up. But then again, I need the epic variety of them. So let's go with ultimate power. This is like the second time I've used the Good Knight. But hopefully he can say night night to some people here. Blossom. Let's see. I mean, works with the cow. Kind of. I could re-roll. I mean, I want to save 120 gold. Let's add Blossom. Build her in the same way. Attack cooldown. I mean, she was an absolute monster in our last run. Got the kitty behind the houses here. You gotta pet it. All right, Good Night. You're gonna have to tank everything by yourself there, pal. All right, the Grave Clan is heading out. Need to leave now. Have to get working on Arc stuff. You have a good evening. Thanks, Grave Clan. You as well, buddy. Good to see you, man. Thanks for hopping in. Thanks for chatting. Appreciate it. You're not smart. You're otherworldly brilliance. Well, thank you. I don't know about that, but you know me, right? You know me. I think my whole thing is you just get enough repetitions in games and you can tend to figure most of them out, if you know what I mean. At least most of the time. You should have seen the first time I played Seer's Gambit. I just got absolutely crushed. In fact, the first couple of runs of Seer's Gambit were not pretty. Definitely not pretty. Ability power, I think this has to go on our cow. And then the tiny hammer here. Nihongo Deken is also really, really good. We've got to throw this on you. Attack power, we can get that thing snowballing. So let's do something like that. I mean, our team is far from set. How about this? 100 gold. Beautiful. Can you have 2 cows with different skills? Yes, absolutely you can. You can build I mean, you could have 6 cows. Like, you could conceivably get 6 cows. And you could build them all just a little bit different, or you can make them all the same. That's the fun part about this game. Or do all copy heroes have the same ability? So when they level up, you have a choice between one of 3. Now their core abilities, like what they're doing, is always the same, right? Like the cow always has this attack, this ability, and this ultimate. But you can build it differently, so different things work better or in a different fashion. So for instance, if I select this option with our cow, his ability, instead of repairing armor, will actually poison the bad guys, right? So it all kind of depends on the choices you're making. Increase armor by 10%. Yeah, it's like free. We'll take it. Yeah, the Grave suggesting we focus sun or moon with the good nights. Focus on the switching aspect. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to build them. We're going to build them focusing on nights. Should name him the Nighty Knights. I mean, I actually kind of like that. But how about this? First and foremost, we have an epic Clavel and an epic Claudia. We get 2 epics in the same draw. So who is going to service us the best? The cow, like, what do we need? Elementalist, Merchant. I mean, Claudia is really good if you can get her bouncing lightning and double attack, right? Like, you need to get her skills. Otherwise, she's pretty useless. And then we have Clavel, who is a beast. A really good frontline force, very strong. I feel like we're kind of lacking frontline force. Noble, Merchant, Executioner. The cow needs the Merchant. And the Noble. My mind's made up immediately. It's Clavel. It's gotta be. And then for her, you simply just go all in on attack. And then you get an attack at 3% of max health to damage. So if you can get her max health all snowballed up, which we certainly will. On ability, +1 permanent max health for each enemy with bleed. So when you use your ability, 10 seconds. So if we can get some ability cooldown, like -2 seconds, right? We'll probably do that. And then we'll get this, which will make her HP super high. And then once she has snowballed HP, you can add that very final one to make her hit for a lot, right? And plus, it gives us another frontline option, which we certainly need. Any healers? Blossom's got a little bit of healing, and the cow heals armor. So we got a little bit of healing. Clavel will eventually leech life as well. Fistful of armor, I just don't like that item. Another hero. Flora. Let's roll. Icemerelda. Let's roll. Gloria. So there's a true healer. Noble and healer. I definitely want to save my cash. Let's just go with her. On heal, add 3 to 7 bonus health to effect. Sure. We've got a ragtag team, though, so far. We got to assemble more epic heroes. Let's go, guys. All right, small experience potion. We'll hook up Clavel with that. Some AoE stuff. I don't mind it. And let's see. So let's continue on here and then let's see. Could really use the gold. Let's level up. Maxim the mercenary. Attack damage for you. Night. There we go. How about this? Nighty. How about that? I like it. It's good. We'll take it. Gonna make another cup of juice before you slumber again. What kind of juice are we talking about? I got asked what kind of juice I would enjoy myself earlier. What kind of juice? Let's go with Clavel over here to help tank this. And this team is far off from being anything remarkable, but I mean, we do have a couple of stalwart units. I think Clavel is a really good option. I'm actually kind of excited to mess around with Clavel again. So let's go with ability. Then we have to find a way to apply some bleeds. I think she can do it by way of her skill set. Abilities no longer target allies. So she gets life steal here. Okay. So yeah, we need a life stealing item for Clavel. Or Barber Ian, which you already saw. Oh, we'll certainly see. We'll take the epic heroes that come our way. And pet the kitties as well that come our way. Swiss cheese of protection. Clave will get it. And let's keep going. Alright, any bleed-inducing items? Venomous Tongue. 22 ability power, 5 crits. On kill, target all enemies deal 20% of ultimate power as damage. On attack, apply 20% of ability power as poison damage. I think this is great for the cow. Got plenty of cash, too. Ability power, ultimate power. I think her ultimate's pretty strong, right? Yeah, her ability is weak. On kill, target all enemies deal 20% of ultimate power as damage. Who's going to have a really strong ultimate? I mean, you will, but let's not blow through all the cash. Join the Brotherhood. Little interest. And we got Berserkers now in Town Square. Let's go. This game looks utterly awesome, says Stouty Gaming. Somebody, yep, we'll start counting them. I'll probably put it right up here. Well, more like in the top left corner of the screen. Cow puns. I mean, we could definitely do it. It'll take a little more editing time, but I think it's worth it. We'll see. Let's make the cow a true armor repair smith. I'm okay with that. Cow looks to be the right movie. Or the right move. Well, yeah, man. When that's your only epic hero on the board, you gotta take it. You just have to. We got the kitties on the dock, of course, as well. Clavel is just a beast. Doing all the damage. How about this? An epic Gloria. So, Noble Healer Faith. On attack, heal Noble 5% of max health. On attack, all healer gains plus 20% ability power. On kill, target all enemies for 8 to 18 damage. On kill. Interesting. On heal, commoner, gain +1 permanent ability and ultimate power. Wow. So her and a Clavel, or not a Clavel, a Gallantanther or something would be a really good. I guess I haven't really seen an epic Gloria. All noble gains plus 30% health. That's Clavel. She's noble. On kill, gain +1 permanent attack power per commoner. Total attack power gain 1. So per commoner in the party. Interesting. So if you rock Gloria and five commoners, I mean, that would actually be absolutely insane. You would get +5 attack per kill. Really? That's crazy, man. Well, Maxim, we'll see you, pal. On heal, add 3 to 7 bonus health to effect. I mean, or you could go attack cooldown. I guess, how do we want to build there? Holy Cascade. On ability, also heal self for same amount. Healing Prayer. Long range, you heal for... I mean, it's a good heal, it does appear. Add 3 to 7 bonus health to effect. Heal 5% of max health. I mean, messing around, building her as an attacker It feels interesting, but you're going to have to get the commoners. You know what I mean? There are so many different strategies you can milk out. Yeah, we're definitely milking some different strategies here, brother. I'll tell you that. Let's make her an actual healer. And then Clavel, let's keep pumping you up. All Executioner, an ability for each enemy hit, +3 ultimate power until combat is over. On ability, +1 permanent max health for each enemy with bleed. All right, so now we have to get some bleeds on the field, and she could conceivably have, given how early we got her, she could conceivably have like 3,000 HP by the time this is over. Let's go. All right, level up. In face, you've got Nighty Night. -1 second attack, cooldown, health, or armor. I mean, I definitely want to go Dark Stance with him. Attack cooldown will certainly help that charge faster. When the Good Knight attacks, he has a 33% chance to attack again. We might as well go with attack cooldown then. All right, so anything that adds bleed. Thorn Shield, you got Throwing Knife, the Root Grower. It's epic too, man. Nothing that adds bleed, but I mean the Root Grower is great. Let's add it in. Why not? In fact, might as well throw it on you. Otherwise, a bunch of garbage items. Yeah, I named them. I named them what you asked me to name them. Nighty Night. Just a whole bunch of wordplay there, right? Nightly Night. Good stuff. I mean, it's just good stuff. And yet, now we got Stouty dropping the cow puns as well. The guy's a madman. He can't be stopped. How about that? The cow with the damage output. 1,500. And we finally made it to the end of the road. Go and get yourself some bread there, kitty. All right, December. Learn to barter. I'm just not really compelled by that one. So we're going to go here and talk to the king. But let's get a couple more epic heroes. What do you say, game? All right, starting now. Another epic Flora. I mean, we do get a lot of repeat heroes, don't we? Executioner, Adventurer, Noble. No Elementalist for you. We got Nature Lockdown. Okay, so the cow is the commoner. Interesting. So the cow is actually going to get... So if we go with this one, or this one, on kill gain +1 attack per commoner, might be interesting. Let's go ahead and let's sell the basic Gloria. Let's bring you aboard. Welcome aboard. Clavel, get it? Ultimate power, ability power. Do we like Blood Cloud or Feed? Or health? Yeah, if we're going max health with her, then let's go ahead and grab health. 1,050 is what she's at right now. Bound to skyrocket. All right, Flora. I think we build her the same general way that we did last time. So let's go attack, cooldown, ultimate power. That's what we want. Let's go. Alright, I'm getting requests to name characters things. So, cow name should be Lieutenant Utter Smurf. Alright, he's a lieutenant. Lieutenant Utter Smurf, reporting for duty. I think Flora is a great addition to the team, man. Great addition. Oh, whoops. Didn't even see I got an item there. Because he has udders. Wish I had a Bobo's vast vocabulary to increase my pun game by 2% right now. It's a little slim. Well, let's get some beers sometime, my man. All right, Blossom, get wrecked. We've got another Gloria. I think this will be an interesting little thing to play around with. This right here. This actually might be the run where we try to go in on the commoner. So let's go attack cooldown with you. On heal commoner, gain 1 permanent ability and ultimate power. I mean, it's ability and ultimate power. We're going to go attack damage with this one. And then we'll do the other one with the other one. We'll see how it works out. I mean, 2 epic Glorias, like, what are you going to do? Hey, this guy's got a party hat on. Fancy gourmet bandit. Well, Clavel, take him out. Cow, let's see what you got. Level up. Let's go attack damage. Clavel hitting for 189 through 261. Is everybody itemed up? Yes. Yeah, this run is certainly a lot less powered than the other one. Let's buy the large experience potion. So let's see. You're going to be the main healer. And if we can get this, on heal commoner, gain +1 permanent ability and ultimate power, right? So that's an option. Cow's got his snowballing ability. You're like almost there. Let's hit the Gloria. Let's hit you and get you this. On kill, gain +1 attack power per commoner. I like it. Maybe she can really snowball into something fearsome at the end. We'll definitely see. If we even get to the end, frankly. I'm going to see if we can get the Grave Jester today and call this one a victory. I know, current team comp, like, we're not going to get very far on the cultist, but then again, we got a long ways to go yet. But I've got, you know, 2 just healers. I guess one that's destined to maybe do some damage. We'll certainly see. Yeah, Stouty, you've been... You've been spelling udder with T's, my man. I think maybe you should start there. Think about the puns later and just start with basic spelling. On ultimate interrupt, gain +4 ability power permanently. Well, let's bolster the ability power then. How do you spell the tank's name? Which tank are you talking about? Clavel? This guy? Nighty Night Night? How about this? Blood-soaked Shiv. This is exactly what we want to see. Okay, perfect. Like, the most ideal item we could get. We got. On ability, +1 permanent max health for each enemy with bleed. We actually got the Vampire Fangs too, man. This is like just silver platter. And I've got the cash as well. It's a thing of beauty. We got area of effect as well. I think I probably will add that. So let's throw this on you. That's quite nice. Vampire Fangs. Yes. Throw that on over the Root Grower. Keep yourself nice and healthy. We also have this. Leech Scythe. It's the common variant. 10% of your attack power. This does what? Heal for damage dealt. Okay. Root Grower. We're going to keep the cow kitted up the way he is. I think Root Grower on you is just fine. We have the area of effect. I think we can throw that on you. Just to add that tag to the team. Then this is going to 22 through 24 ultimate power. Adds move speed. On heal, add 30% of ultimate power. I mean, we kind of just went on a spending spree, but I think I'm okay with that. Leech Scythe, so you're looking good. Shining Sword. I'm okay with this. Sold a lot of items back as well. Got some more cash for him. Who sounds like foliage? Oh, Blossom you're talking about? Yeah, utter. It's pretty much the same pronunciation. Executioner. 4 more damage. Don't mind if I do. 75 gold. Yeah, I think you're talking about Blossom. Team staying nice and healthy. And Clavel. And then followed closely by the cow for damage output. Who saw that coming? Well, I guess if you saw the last run, which you did because you were here, you would know that the cow's actually pretty formidable. Does pretty good things for us. Alright, so she should be snowballing her HP. So keep this in mind, 1052. Keep that number in mind, 1052. We'll check it in like a chapter and see how strong. And then you're snowballing your attack. Nope, you're the wrong one. You. So 63 through 114. It's getting stronger. So let's get you to the next phase. So I want to do this one with you. So let's go ability cooldown, and then we'll hit this. Clavel, the champ. Reasonable Blossom. Now, that's a good one. If I get a Blossom, we'll name it Reasonable Blossom, for sure. Otherwise, we got Gloria the Healer. The cow already has a name. Clavel does not have a name. She's like a vampire lady. She's like a vampire lady. She sucks blood. Then we got Flora. She's a duelist. And we also have now an epic Claudia, who can add heal over time. She's a healer, elementalist, and nature. I mean, this is quite the assembly of heroes. Lots of backline units, man. You're not comboed up. I mean, light snacking would be good for Clavel, but we also have the equipment to at least help her drain HP. We got tons of healing support. All nature gains plus 50% attack power. How about you? Are you going to be comboed up at all? Double attack. Now hits twice with her attack. She crits, she will shoot 3 times and even add some swear words. Bouncing lightning. We're close on bouncing lightning. Because that would be a really good one. On attack, shoot lightning. I think we almost build her. Good night. We'll see you later, man. Good nighty night. But I think we almost build her with an attack kit. It kind of feels like. Although ability power is pretty good with her as well. She doesn't really have any attack buffs. She's got attack cooldowns. Already attacks pretty quick, if you ask me. So let's go with ability power. And let's see. What kind of items can we throw to you? So this gives -1 second ability cooldown. It actually does make sense. Well, it makes sense on the other one. So let's get her gear fixed up here. Swiss cheese of protection. So that makes sense on you. Attack damage, so Flora, I guess you're well set. Flora is well set. If you're going to be a physical attacker... Yeah, because you got the attack snowballing. So let's go ahead and throw that on you. That makes sense. For you, Swiss cheese of protection. I think the leech scythe is objectively better. Let's throw it on you. An experience potion. We got to get you to the next tier quickly. Almost there. Let's keep going. Stouty's got a flight to catch at 3 a.m. He's got to wake up. Tells me to keep crushing it. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Have a safe flight. Have a good trip. We'll see you when you get back. It's almost 4 a.m. in Germany. Oh, you are a warrior. You're hanging out in the early morning, catching some live stream content, and I appreciate that. Blistering Mantle. Every second, do 25% of ability power damage in AoE. Rather large helmet. On kill, repair your armor with 200% of your attack power. I don't like any of this for the price tag. Well, let's just get a free heal. We're good with that. All right, Claudia, make it happen. All right, the cow is under duress. Nice, he gets healed up. Yeah, the cow was definitely taking some damage there. And it's the end of the road. Go on in, kitty. Go get yourself some bread. All right, so the king welcomes you excitedly, eager for news of your quest to the CandleMages. As you relate the advice of the guildmaster, the king grows somber. Seems the time has come for you to venture into the war-ravaged lands to the east. The fate of Emelon now rests on your shoulders. All right, so he's going to open up the east. And I've got somewhere specific that we got to go, and it's north. And then we want to ultimately get right here to get the Grave Jester unlocked. So let's do it. Now, I do believe that's the last unlockable hero. And we're going to have our work cut out for us here in a 4-skull zone. All right. Let's hope the healing is proper. We just don't have any, like, frontline. We don't have a frontline presence. We got a City Guard Fernandez. He's another commoner. I mean, it goes really, really good with Gloria. And he's also a frontliner. I wonder if we move off Claudia, maybe. No, she is comboed up. You're comboed up. But not because of Claudia. I think the DPS of Flora is too good to consider moving off of. Fernandez, let's see. Are you going to be comboed up at all? So he'll get defensive strike. On attack, 30% chance to repair armor. Equal to attack. On ultimate, taunt enemies in a small radius. He won't get that. He'll be short crowd control, but he will have this. Inspiring Slam. On ultimate, everyone except Fernandez becomes invulnerable for 3 seconds. I mean, I think you gotta add him. And we gotta do it for Claudia. She plays too much of a hybrid type role. Fernandez is kind of exactly what we need. So, get recruited, Fernandez. And let's see, on enemy death, 100% chance to gain +2 max armor permanently. You pair that up with the cow that's patching up the armor, right? I think it makes a lot of sense. And then at the very end, 20% of max armor is added to Fernandez's attack power, right? So you snowball the armor. I think so. I think that's how we want to build them. But otherwise, let's make him a strong attacker. Attack cooldown at 3.5 seconds. Let's do the armor. Let's just help him get there. In fact, let's get that one as quickly as possible. All right, we got Dwindell. I'll be home in 8 minutes. How long are you streaming tonight? Asked Dwindell. Well, what's up, Dwindell? Good to see you in chats. Well, let's see. I mean, I'm feeling nice and focused right now. So, I mean, I'll probably be going for another couple of hours, to be honest. We'll probably transition to another title after this run of Seer's Gambit here. Maybe you can help me choose what you want to see up next. We got all kinds of options. I mean, we got plenty of options. So yeah, man. Once you're back, we can certainly chat about what the people want to see next. I planned on streaming tonight, and that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I've got time basically until the voice goes. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it as well, my man. Severing Gloria is the name for Clavel. You got it. Severing Gloria. Welcome to the team. Bam. All right, so level up. All right, Fernandez, got it. On enemy death, +2 max armor. It's still not really too late. I think we can get his armor real strong. For Clavel, she's been snowballing, so 1058, right? Getting a little closer. We do want to add some more bleeds just all around to really make that stat pop. But we got really good healing in this one. It's not often, at least I have gotten Gloria. And we got her twice in the epic variety. Here's a Shroomherder. Man, I would love to get an epic Shroomherder. I really would. Here's another epic Blossom. We had her last run. Does she fit in? I mean, I guess only if I was willing to move off of Gloria. Which I'm not. We have 2 commoners now, so I think she's going to start snowballing pretty nicely. So let's just stay put. And we got a big fat mushroom, the Mycomancer. Gotta be careful, the mushroom. Alright, guys. This arrangement could be dangerous. Let's go. Come on, Fernandez. Alright, good job. City Guard Fernandez. Doing his best to simply just tank an entire flank. And he's doing a good job. Slaying dragons with his halberd. What a monster. What a beast. Alright, ability power. Who's going in on ability power? Attack damage as well. I think we can get this off. Throw this on. All right, level up. Lieutenant Utter Smurf levels up in face. I think we add the range with him as well. He's almost to the end. Cleavel with the level up. Okay, so she's maxed out now. Ability applies bleed for 14 to 22 seconds over 10 seconds. Scales with 50% of ability power. So if you did an ability power build, that's the ideal one you'd want to go with. On ultimate, double damage to the target, double healing to self. I mean, that's an incredible ability that will keep her in fight, keep her alive. But we have on attack at 3% of max health to damage. Of course, we have max health snowballing. So I think that's what we want to do. It's going to make her pretty fierce. Yeah, it makes me feel a little more endeared to them if they happen to die. Yeah, for sure. We got some great custom names here today, for sure. Yeah, we don't need the Reasonable Blossom this time. Might lose because we don't have 5 cows. I mean, there is a possibility. This one, I think last run was certainly a lot more straightforward as far as the expected success we could expect to have, of course. This run is definitely a little more dubious, if you will. In my future kids, you're going to name your future kids after the Utter Smurf. Utter Smurf. He is your hero. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. May Lieutenant Utter Smurf always live on in our hopes and dreams. You know, chucking milk bottles, ringing the bell, repairing armor in face, and just doing good things in general. Utter Smurf gets it done. All right, Fernandez, we'll take a split approach here. Fernandez and Flora, make it happen. The cow and Fernandez, make it happen. We got to get Flora leveled up as well. Got to get her ultimate snowballing. Clavel and Flora with the damage output. And how about this? We got a crowd control. We also got the venomous tongue. 33 ability power. Man, it's just high heel boots. 33 ability power as well. Man, really good items. I can get 2 of them. And then also upgrade the Vampire Fangs. 8 through 11%. This is... Oh no, never mind. Okay, so Venomous Tongue. Ability power. That is the cow for sure. I think you're snowballing your ability power as well. Is that accurate? Okay, so you got this. We're going to do this. Yes. We can take off the Seagull of Happiness. We're going to throw this on you. Well, let's throw this one on you, actually. Buy this for the cow. Lieutenant Utter Smurf. Let's get him. Crowd control. On attack, 15% chance to stun the target for 0.2 seconds. I think that's a great item for Fernandez. Plus, we get some more crowd control in the mix. Terrific. I think I like that. Do we want to do anything with the sword and seagull? I don't think so. I think we're good. Let's go. Right, we've got the Alchemist. He's going to hook us up with some more gold. Or do I buy the experience potion? I think we need to buy the experience potion. Because Flora, like, how far off are you? Yeah, you need some serious work. So ultimate power with you. Build you the same way we did last time. It's a good way to build her. The story of how Utter Smurf fought side by side with Commander Bobo. Flora is a tank. No, definitely not. Flora is... She's more of a finesse type character. Has a really strong ultimate attack. Does really good damage. But if the enemy surrounds her, she's in trouble. Our tank is Fernandez and Severin Gloria. Flora's strong. Don't get me wrong. She can take a hit, but definitely not a tank. I should put the cow in the thumbnail. Well, absolutely. We'll definitely get the cow in the thumbnail. I usually always throw the cow in the thumbnail when I use them. Attack cooldown. We got ultimate power or ultimate cooldown. I mean, 205 through 286, right? This is starting to snowball a little bit. So let's go ahead and reduce that attack cooldown. Flora levels up as well. On ultimate kill, you gain +4 ultimate power. Let's do that. It'll be funny sneaking Utter Smurf in there somewhere. Yeah, just have like the portrait of the cow in the top right corner. It's where I usually put the hero portraits. But have them named Utter Smurf instead of the cow. Instead of Cow the Cow. So what I mean by snowball is basically when certain things happen in battle, a stat is improved permanently. And that's kind of the key to this game is having heroes that when they do certain things, their stats get very strong, right? So that's kind of what we're doing. Like, for instance, we got Clavel's getting max HP whenever she attacks somebody with bleed with her ability, right? Fernandez is getting max armor every time an enemy dies. The cow is getting ability power every time he interrupts an attack. These Glorias are getting a variety of buffs. Flora's getting ultimate power whenever she kills an enemy with her ultimate. So that's kind of what you want to focus on in this game. Otherwise, you won't be strong enough to take on the final boss. So when I say snowball, that is what I mean. The specific stat that is snowballing or getting larger and larger and larger. Think of a snowball rolling down a hill. Turns into a really big snowball, right? Flourish Ivy? Well, you let me know. Flora Ivy? Alright, we can name her Flora Ivy. Boom, Flora Ivy, locked on in. She sounds like she's related to plants. I mean, absolutely. Flora, right? Floral, a floral arrangement. Flowers. Ability power, orb of, I mean, this is another good one. It just helps with late game success. Your ability power. So you're the attack power. You are the ability power. I think I'm okay with this. Yeah, the cow's already got 2 of these. Let's move on. Alright, the demon hooks us up with some more cash. Fernandez's name is already good. Yeah. I do like the name Fernandez. That is an awesome name. Especially City Guard Fernandez. Alright, let's go, guys. We've got mushrooms on the field. They're going to be summoning units. We have to win. I mean, it seems like we haven't really had too many problems, although the team has a little more trouble staying healthy than our last team. But then again, we do have 2 healers that heal for massive amounts. And then not to mention Snowball when they do so. Alright, so level up. Alright, so the cow. Lieutenant Utter Smurf is at the end. So let's see. As long as the cow has armor, ability adds an extra milk bottle. The answer is yes. City Guard Fernandez. Definitely want to get him to the end. You're at least snowballing. You've got a ways to go yet. You've got a ways to go yet. The cow is maxed out. Clavel's maxed out. Let's focus in on Fernandez. Attack cooldown, armor. We could do attack cooldown. That'll work. Let's keep on going. Every movie with a detective, they have the name Fernandez. It's a pretty good detective name, isn't it? Increase ultimate power by 10% by observing eagles. Don't mind if I do. Nice, got a little bird cage in there. Restock the armory. Increase your armor by 10%. Yeah, don't mind if I do. All right, next up we have the Laughing Lion. So this is a tavern. Okay, cool. Ability power and build workshop. At the inn, you meet an artisan smith and decide to fund his workshop. Merchants now always offer at least one epic item. Wow. That's an incredible upgrade to get. And the answer is, of course, yes. All right, we got a Blessed Celestine of the epic variety. Do we like her? Like, Noble Faith Adventurer. Is it going to get our cow to throw an extra bottle? No. We kind of patched this team together, and I think our team is finally kind of where it needs to be. So let's just stay put with it. Grab an experience potion. I mean, it feels like this team was kind of cobbled together, but I think we're starting to kind of get to a spot where we have an identity and we're doing good things. I think our healing is very, very strong. The cow, right? Cow repairing armor. There's a lot of life stealing going on. Attack damage. Yeah, we'll take attack damage. So Fernandez, how we doing now? 105, 187. Let's see, you. Are you the one? Which one are you snowballing? Ability and ultimate. So 184 through 245. So that's a very strong heal. 186 through 239. Another very strong heal on all allies. So that's impressive. And then you are the attacker. 256 through 338. Also impressive. The cow is snowballing ability power. 292 through 301. Okay, so that's great. Flora, 286 through 352 on the Desperate Lunge. And Severing Gloria has 1,096 HP. All right, very good. We're doing good things here. Let's go. You keep him off of Gloria, man. Have I ever played Become the Moon? Why, actually, yes, I have. Yes, I have. I've got 2 videos of it, Become the Moon, right here on the channel. It's one of my... It's an absolutely awesome, terrific game. I love Become the Moon. And it's actually set to release in full very, very soon, and I've got a special event around that full release planned. It's going to be dropping in video formats on the channel on the day of the release. I do believe it releases on the 19th of June, so in about a week here. So definitely stay tuned for that, because I'll have a special event. And no spoilers, but we'll just say you'll have a chance to get a free full version of the game for yourself by participating. You'll have a chance. Not a guarantee, but definitely a chance. But yeah, Become the Moon. That's a great game. I'm glad. I'm glad you've played it before. I mean, it's a great game, and the dev team of Become the Moon is awesome. Like, they're really cool people. And likewise, the dev team of Seer's Gambit, also awesome. Really cool people as well. They're the ones that helped me put together the festival last week, where we did the 3 live streams. Five days before your birthday too, huh? Terrific. Attack apply 25% of ability power as bleed damage. I mean, we're kind of kitted out here, man. Let's keep moving. Seagull of Happiness. We also have this Venomous Tongue again. Oh, I could upgrade this. Seagull of Happiness is looking pretty mighty, too. Pretty crazy item, actually. Attack ability and ultimate. Who would benefit most from this? Heal all allies for 3% of their max health. Kind of feels like maybe Fernandez. Let's throw it on over this Leech Scythe. Actually, I think the Leech Scythe kind of goes well with what he has going on. We'll do it. I mean, we got a bunch of healers. If they can't keep them healed up, then they're not doing their jobs. Did it release in 2023? Maybe. Definitely 2024. Because I did an early video of the demo of it a while back. You can find it if you want to look through the game previews playlist. You'll find it. I've actually done 2 videos. I actually think I have a playlist of Become the Moon on the channel, if you want to search that out. But I would have done that right when the demo dropped a long time ago, and then there was an update for the Lunar New Year relatively recently. I do believe in 2025 here that I did another video for. All right, Duchess Gloria, let's see. So you are the ability ultimate power. So let's go ahead and, I mean, ultimate cooldown. We can bring that down a little bit. Otherwise, we can make your ultimate stronger. Let's make it stronger. Let's keep going. Bunch of cows. Tip the cows. Wow, you got 70 you got 70 hours into Become the Moon? Man, that is a lot of time invested in Become the Moon. I can definitely understand why. The game's awesome. And from what I understand, the full release is going to have like a bunch of new characters to use, which is super cool, right? Like your character kind of dictates your run. But yeah, that game's a lot of fun. And I'll be dropping a video on it real soon here on the channel. Got a couple on the channel already, if you want to take a look. Ability cooldown. Let's go with attack cooldown with Flora. And level up for Fernandez. 20% of max armor is added to Fernandez attack power. On stun, 100% chance to gain 1 max health permanently. Is that so? He's fully kitted out too, wow. We put together a team that really suits Fernandez well. 15% chance to stun the enemy. He's got 625 max armor. 20% of that is, I mean, a decent amount. Now he should be hitting for Mighty. Fernandez, what a beast. Gonna watch it when you wake back up. Awesome, yeah. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. All right, so Gloria has made it to the end. So on kill, she's all about the attack power. So on kill, target all enemies for 8 through 18 damage. All healer gains plus 20% ability power. So that is obviously the other Gloria. The cow, you're not a healer, right? Nope. Or on attack, heal all nobles for 5% of max health. I mean, that's you. That is you. You. Our entire team is almost nobles. I mean, I think we have to do that. That's pretty incredible, actually. Can't find it, you search your name with Become the Moon. I can certainly help you find it. If you go to the channel and you look through the playlist, you should be able to find a Become the Moon playlist. And it should have 2 videos on there. And they would be both of the runs that I've done of that game. Shining Sword. Don't have the cash for it anyways. Blessing of Power. All Executioner. I mean, it will take the attack buff. All right, here we go. We got a kitty. And we got some mushrooms. I think we got to rush the mushrooms. So let's go Clavel right there. With the cow. Let's go Flora right here. Let's have Gloria just float in the middle. Or maybe we do something like this instead. Let's go. All right, Clavel's zipping around and not a problem at all. The mushrooms melt. Yeah, made a playlist. So what I typically do is any game that I played more than just one video, that I've made more than one video on, I put it on its own playlist, and then I'll just update that playlist. But it's all on the channel. Here, let me see if I can just link you to it quick. Should be able to. There we go. One moment here, folks. Let's see. Where is it? All right, here we go. Get shareable link. Not a problem at all. There you go, right there. That's Become the Moon playlist. Definitely check it out and let me know what you think. We're definitely building the inn. That is terrific. Increase ability power. I want to make sure I have enough for the Grave Jester. Got to have enough stone, which we're short on, so let's make sure we don't spend all the stone. Attack power by 10%. Repurpose Tombstone. Boost stone yields by 50%. We got to go here and get the Grave Jester. Let's go. You're very welcome. I'm glad you like that game. That game's terrific. I liked it from the first moment I played it. All right, who needs the experience? Flora, you're kind of lacking behind. Yeah, you got a ways to go yet. All right, so this is kind of a challenging setup. Clavel, take on this force. Fernandez, Flora. I think you almost kind of got to do something like this. With Clavel's ability to just ping-pong around. Looks like we're hanging in there. Entire movie length's worth. Yeah, I mean, I try to play. I forget exactly. I think I played a full run or maybe a couple of full runs depending on success. But I try to at least spend like at least 45 minutes with a game to make a video. That's just kind of what I do. I feel like that's long enough to get into it. I don't like to go much longer than that. Of course, I say that on a 2-hour live, 3-hour live stream, but I don't like to go too much longer than that for just regular videos. But if I'm like taking a look at a game, or if I'm maybe doing a series of a game, Try to keep it right around the 45 to an hour mark. Depending on the game, though, of course. Like, my Seer's Gambit runs, they go on for an hour 20, hour 30. So it really does depend on the game we're playing, of course. Alright, so you are the ability ultimate power. Which is getting very, very strong. I mean, Duchess Gloria. I'm learning a little bit more about you here. Your attack's doing nothing. So I guess let's boost your health. Pet the kitty. Altar of Strength, yes. We got Desh PvP. Live streaming, excuse me, is different though. Yeah, you're 100% right. I mean, when I plan on live streaming, right, it's like, I know I'm going to be sitting down for a while. In it for the long haul, if you will, right? Definitely different. And then what I'll typically do here is just chop up some of the playthroughs in our live stream here today and make a video out of it, right? It's a way to get a little more bang for the buck, if you will, for my time. What is the stone and wood for? So we use those resources to upgrade nodes on the map, which make our overall profile stronger. So when we're getting those ability power upgrades, it applies to all heroes for all future runs. Well, all existing and future runs, more like. So getting more stone is nice because different nodes require different resources to upgrade. It's night 4 Dash. Pretty good. Hanging out until bedtime. Cool, man. What part of the earth are you on, Dash? I always like hearing where people are from. Venomous Tongue. I don't have the cash. Nahongo to Ken. We're good on that. Pet the kitty by the crystal. Thorn Vine. We'll take it, even though it bleeds us. Yeah, the roguelike aspects. I mean, right, like, with a lot of the games I play, it's kind of like, you can't just, like, end a run halfway through. Like, you gotta finish it, right? So, oftentimes the video length is determined by the length of a run, pretty much. And we got a pretty formidable force here, really hanging in there versus our team. But it looks like we managed to quickly corral them. But yeah, definitely some toughness. And how about Gloria hitting for 15,000? That's her snowballing. So let's get a look at Gloria here. A little case study into what you can do with snowballing stats. This one, hitting for 474 of 567 every 3 seconds. Absolutely terrific. All right, we got more slimes. I gotta give these guys a little more respect, I think. All right, let's go, guys. All right, the cow in a really bad spot. But he's staying healed up thanks to Gloria. Maybe his lifesteal. Something's healing him up. Gloria gets hit, but again, just shakes it off. I'm quite impressed by Gloria, I'm not going to lie. So let's keep on going. Another experience potion. Gloria, get it. Team's almost maxed out. Got the cow, got the Glorias. Let's rock and roll. Just melted him. Orb of Malice. I'm good on that noise. We're maxed out now. Okay, so on attack, heal all nobles for 5% of max health. On kill, target all enemies for 8 to 18 damage. I mean, it's useful, but not for you. Because you're not going to be killing anything. So let's do the healing again. 5% of max health is nice. How about this? A shop full of epic items. My goodness. We got this this crow's amulet again. $30 through 104 attack damage. Is anybody using 2 stacks of crowd control? Because if you're not, we can sell it and throw that on Fernandez. You're using 1 stack. He's already crowd control. You're not. You are, but only 1 stack. The cow isn't. Okay, cool. Anybody want to stun? 15% chance to stun. Otherwise, the root grower here is doing what? Adds attack range, yeah. I'm good to selling it. All right, let's keep going. We're almost to the end. Square off with the dirty cultist again. Let's go. All right, so the slimes multiply and definitely cause problems. But it looks like we're able to prevail. Excellent. Bunch of junk items. Looks like that's it. Terrific. All right, so we're met with some resistance there. And the sun rises on the final day, so we're going to face the cultist, meaning in the very next run we can unlock the Grave Jester. Definitely lots to learn about the brand new hero, the Grave Jester. But first and foremost, let's knock on the door of the portal and let's go. Stay nice and healthy here for the first fight. All right, good job, guys. We'll see if we can take out Cultist Phase 1. It's all going to start there. Thanks to Utter Smurf, he's carrying the entire game. Lieutenant Utter Smurf is doing some great things for us. He's got a very strong milk throw. And instead of poisoning the enemy this time, he is repairing armor for 352 to 361. Every 5.5 seconds. I mean, it's a pretty crazy skill if you think about it that way. And then Fernandez has 910 max armor because his armor snowballs, right? Clayvel's max HP snowballs at 1165. This Gloria here is snowballing ability and ultimate power. 513 through 574 and 532 through 602. And these are both heals. So really, really strong healing option for Gloria. And then furthermore, we have a Duchess Gloria spec to attack, boost attack damage. And she is actually our heaviest hitter at 579 through 677. Absolutely crazy. We got Flora snowballing the ultimate. So that's crazy, but, I mean, so Flora's known for her strong ultimate, right? I mean, just think of it this way. Like, this Duchess Gloria's basic attack every 3 seconds is far stronger than even her ultimate. Which is crazy. So that's kind of what we're doing here. Let's see if the team has enough to take it across the finish line. We're going to find out. We've got the Cultist Master. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Come on. We got this. Melt him. Gloria. That's right. Pray for a painful death to the cultists. All right, nice. We interrupted him. Now he brings in the zombies. Stay on him, Fernandez. All right, Clayvel's on him. Fernandez is on him. Stupid slow zombies, he says. And down goes Cultist, Phase 1. No doubt in my mind. Let's keep going. Let's go ahead and charge up that ultimate. And let's go. All right, Cultist Phase 2. Let's get in there, Cal. Let's get in there, Gloria. He's got 60,000 HP now. All right, let's go. Then he drains blood. We got to heal up. Fernandez is susceptible right now. Okay. Calls in the slimes. All right, boys. Stay vigilant. Got to stay healed up. All right, everybody's still healthy. Let's go. Surround them and beat them down. All right, slime's coming in. And down goes the Cultist Master, phase 2. Terrific. We stayed nice and healthy there. Thanks to whom? Gloria, 4,819. Health returned to the bodies that lost it. Terrific. 11 kills by Gloria as well. Clavel just tanked all the damage. 27,000 damage for Gloria. Absolutely insane. Flourish Ivy, you better not fail us. Along with Utter Smurf, he's going to milk him. This utter defeat will be one to remember. Let's charge up the ultimates and let's get back for phase 3. This is where the going really does get tough. In fact, if we can have success here, if we can beat this, I'm feeling good about us being able to take this team across the finish line too. Let's go. Get in on him, guys. Let's go. He's going to call in his little minions. Gloria, just stay healed up. We need both Glorias to stay propped up. All right, minions coming in. Let's melt them with our attack everybody skills. And very nice. Flora cleans up with the ultimate. And we're just pounding away on them. The DPS isn't necessarily through the roof, but it seems like it's going to be enough to fell phase 3 of the cultist. Let's go. Minions aid me. Okay, he's calling them in again. Let's get them. Let's use our abilities that hit everybody, and absolutely terrific job, guys. Let's keep going. Melt them down. Absolutely terrific. Just completely annihilated the boss. And we're still looking great and healthy. Gloria with 50,000 damage. The cow with 21,000 damage. That's Lieutenant Utter Smurf for ya. What a beast. Healing, we got 1,700 more like on the cow. So the cow just dishing out that milk bottle that revitalizes the soul. Clavel again tanked all the damage along with Fernandez. 29 kills for Gloria. My goodness, Gloria is a monster. Let's get an ultimate charge up and let's face the final form of the final boss. All right, guys. No big deal. Nothing really on the line. It's only the fate of the world that lies in the balance. Let's go. Well, what do we got going on here? Okay, there's a zoom feature. Interesting. Didn't know that. Press the mouse really hard and it zoomed. But here we go, guys. Let's take them out. Let me see if I can get some dynamic camera work for you. Real dynamic. We're staying nice and healthy. Let's pulse them down. Oh, yeah. Except for Fernandez is almost down. Never mind. He gets his armor fully repaired in face. And here we go. We got slimes. There are a lot of slimes. And the cow almost falls but hangs on. The healing prowess of Gloria. Throwing milk bottles. Ringing the bell. Ringing the bell to victory. And down goes the cultist. Absolutely terrific. He got absolutely melted by a pretty unsuspecting team here. Clavel, Fernandez, Flora, Gloria ×2, and, of course, Lieutenant Utter Smurf, the beast cow. You love to see it. 55,000 damage by Gloria. Who would have thought our top damage dealer, like, what, quadrupled up Clavel? Absolutely insane. 22,000 for the cow. Wow, man. I'm glad I chose to build Gloria in 2 different ways. Like the healer supports units, and then just the all-out beast attacker. 23 kills for the Duchess. Rock and roll, man. I'll tell ya.